Salam, everyone. Good morning.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Can we kind of like settle down for a while, for a few minutes? Humble pronounced at the lotus feet of Bhagavan and our Ganesha. A couple of weeks ago, Brother, our center advisor, Brother Suresh Govind and Brother Raja met me in a restaurant, Grand City. I went there for free curry puffs. And before Brother Suresh came, Brother Raja said, Brother Ganesh, can you become the chairman? He said, why? I'm quite happy where I am in SSC, you know. He said, no, I asked so many people already, nobody wants to take the role. No, please, brother, you take. But he didn't know I was waiting for the role. If he has a team, decide to take up this responsibility. And it's a privilege, actually. It's a great privilege, even if we are ready or not ready. Actually, it's a great privilege. Because nothing happens without the will of Swami. Nothing. If you don't think that this is the will of Swami, then you just wasted an opportunity. Anything, any simple opportunity that comes along the way will only be an opportunity created by Swami, nothing else. And if you take a few years back, when we lost our wonderful, wonderful home, the home was just not for that family, but for all of us. And I still remember when in the 70s, and I went there and we were involved in the Balavikas till today. We were literally told, look, we now need to go and find a home. And at that time we had close to about 70, 80 children. And of course, there were so many of bhajan singers and so many people crying because we didn't have a home. We understood, we cared, we respected, we accepted, but it was still very painful. Why? Because there was an actual connection between us and spirituality. That's all. Because it's not easy, you know, temples move and this and that, but we all felt connected. At the same time, we felt a bigger burden because we had children. Parents, you can tell them, bhajan collecting, you can tell them, children. So we faced the children, the parents, end of the year, and we gave them a list of all the centers that they could go because we told them, no center. We're not sure what's going to happen. We had not sure, so we gave them, you can go to SST, we can go here, we can go there, we can go anywhere, or you can go online with us. Just as we were announcing, the government said, you know, when things get bad, things get worse, right? And they said, COVID, no more physical classes. Even became difficult. So we deregistered all the children in SSC, and we said, we allowed the parents to re-register because fundamentally, very important, children must be part of the budget, part of a center. That's how we all grew up, isn't it? And that's how we participated. How do we just ignore that and we ourselves have already benefited, but we don't allow that to happen? So we told the parents, it is better for you to join a center. We can't do this. We don't know when it's going to happen. We can come to SS3. In fact, I registered under SS3. If you go and see, I actually registered and then re-registered in Bangsar Centre because at that time we agreed with those decisions. And we deregistered and we opened the Google link and we decided among our students, teachers, whether it's 20 or 30, we will go online. At that time it was 80 students. Within 4 days, when I looked at the Google link, and guess what? We deregistered, right? And you know what he planned? No center, COVID, don't know where to go. Swami sent 130 children to register. It increased. So you think this is your work, our work, or his work? It is his work. 2% came here for bhajans. We already have Saturday bhajans. 2% came here for bhajans. Because the yearning to be with Swami, today we have so many of you sitting here. Because it is his will. So if we take it as our will, we decide to do, I like to do this, I like to do that, the spiritual transformation opportunity will be very small. But if you take every opportunity to be his, it will expand. This year, when we looked at this number of people here, It's amazing, isn't it, the number of people. It's going to expand even further. This is just the beginning. It's going to grow back and expand further. Why? Because he wants it. Not Suresh or not Suresh Anay or not Brother Raja or Uncle Muthu or anybody else or anyone holding this mic. It is him. And today the number of students in GIS has increased. The number of teachers, we have close to about 30 over teachers volunteering every Saturday. Last week we had the parents open day. Was it last week or the week before? Last week. And the hall was full of parents. Do you know a parent, a mother, sends her child every Saturday from SSE, from where? Podixon. 2 hours. And I sent her the list of Podixon Centre, sent her the WhatsApp. I called the PD Centre chairperson. I told the Samban. She went to PD, she went to Samban, but finally the son said, I only want to go to Bangsar Centre SSE. We never changed the name, even when we registered. We only said Bangsar SSE. Why? Because the children feels the presence of Swami in the teachers. That's all. It cannot be anything else. I mean, the trip. You think they enjoy the trip? And so many parents, and I was sharing this with Brother Santosh 3 days ago. 40, 50 parents sitting in a hall from 3:45. If we supposed to finish at 6 o'clock, it finished about 6:45, right? About 6:45. Partly because teachers didn't get to time when they were briefing, because they were asking a lot of questions. But in that 40, 50 parents, it reminded the time where my father went to a center, as father and mother sat there in a meeting. I was sitting behind because they hoped that this organization, by them involving, the children would benefit. And 40, 50 parents were sitting there, most of them non-Sai devotees. All they know is only one word, SSA, Bangsar. The word Bangsar never left. And to me, when the word Bangsar means is Baba, that's it. Not anything else. And in that opportunity, we all of us have an opportunity to help them to reach Swami. So with all of you sitting here today, and all those people that in the assessee together with them, can you imagine the opportunity to reach out, to touch the hearts of so many other people? Isn't that an opportunity itself? It's a lifetime opportunity. Swami said this in 1997, Satya Sai Speaks. He was looking, all the office bearers were there, and he was looking at it, and his face changed. And he said, what is this? In the list of conditions for office bearers, it said, it is minimum office bearer must go for Naga Sakriti 6 times. Minimum. He said, what is this minimum 6 times? Since when I allowed you to compromise? You're supposed to go every time. So being an office bearer has no privilege. It was a slap on my face like that. I read this many years ago, and I saw that it was circled in pink. My father used to circle things and give it to me. He used to be my research coordinator. He could do research and give it to me. And I saw this, which means an office bearer is not a privilege. It's an opportunity for you to experience Swami within. And when I accepted this role, I felt very humble by the Raja asking me, and this last 4 or 5 years, even we had 2 or 3 times some very, very tough 15-round boxing matches, where Swami only remained the winner for that, because we both believed very strongly on certain things that was right. His motion was always for the good of the center, and so were some of us. And we always our friendship always preserved or prevailed, because we both wanted to do what's right for the center. And yet he persevered, and today he handed over to another team and restarted so many things. It's not easy. It was definitely not easy. So I have a lot of respect for him and the team. And to the new team that have come forward, and many of them just said, I'll just take this. Brother Subhash has volunteered. He said, I will help Dwaraka, his assistant adult coordinator. He's the regional zonal youth coordinator, and he says, I will do this. That is the friendship that they have. And Brother Umar, who's the service coordinator, said, I will help the SSC coordinator. Like that, they are actually doubling up for each other, because they know it is not easy. Some of them drive 1.5 hours to reach the center. Sister Jolene takes 2 hours from Shalam or somewhere in Ipoh, somewhere she stays, or Bukit Jelutong or somewhere, and she drives every week 2 hours to go for SSC. We are doing this for Swangi, not for us. So there's a reasonably good team in our SSC, and what we hope that this center will also embrace. I want to bring what we have here to the SSC and bring what SSC here, because there's only one place, there is Bangsar Centre. That is to work together as a family, recognize the opportunity for self-transformation, and serve anyone that comes along the way in His name. And most importantly, if COVID cannot stop, no building could stop, many people living, and yet we are standing here with a new team, new committee, new mandate. Only Bangsar Centre can do this. So with those words, let us celebrate. Let us celebrate. You know, if you go through back the council, even today's council listing, go back to all the historical council. They all started from Bangsar. Every single thing, for Asian Festival Drive, every program, even today, even the national youth leaders, a lot of them come from Bangsar. So how can it go away? It only will expand. So what we do is that we continue to do the good work, we continue to collaborate even more, we continue to keep looking at each other with open heart and open mind, learn to accept each other as we are, and strengthen each other so that together we serve Swami. With those words, thank you very much, and Jai Saram.